YouTube and hello Twitch, and welcome to this new game dev session on my game PlaxelSS. Okay, the audio is fine. Let's start. Yeah. So, currently I'm working on this user story fixed side-scroller world. And what I'm doing is I'm constructing a sort of tree inside the GPU memory. And I'm currently working on this task, display 2 blocks far away from each other. And last time I tried to convert my GLSL shader to HLSL, which is done, no? Yeah, so this one is a HLSL shader. And yeah, one of the goals of doing this was to be able to fix a weird issue that I had. So it turns out that the issue I had with GLSL is still there with HLSL, which I can show you a little bit. So normally I'm supposed to have a while loop here. I made some modification to my code to make it more readable and easier to modify the way I like by having some nice function. So here I have a while loop, and I don't think I had this before, but now I'm doing printf function to display some debug info, and it's quite nice. Okay, what happens here is first there is the message at the beginning of my shader. So basically it is saying that we are trying to add a block at the coordinate 0, 0, 0. So there is a first call and then there is a second call because we are adding another block 17 blocks away. Block 17 nodes away, actually. So we have a loop for which the goal is to find the leaf node corresponding to the coordinates. So for the coordinate 136, 0, 0, I don't have. I need to go from the root, and then I need to fetch the correct child node inside my while loop. So I'm starting from the index, so I don't remember the first index. So maybe I can do. Let's say we are starting from the root. At the beginning, the root is 0 because we have only one node. But at the second occurrence, what we are doing first is that we are checking the root coverage, and what we are doing is we are creating parent node of the root node until we cover enough enough blocks to include this coordinate from the root. So we are starting at the root 5, and what we do is we are searching for the child index, and because the root does not have the child index necessary for our coordinates 136, it will create a new child node for at the child index, at the given child index, and so on. So there is this while loop that is supposed to finish once we get to the leaf. But here, for some reason, my loop is only iterating once. So let's see, if I do printf 8 with this. So when I am leaving my loop, the 8 should be 0, because, well, at least it should not be superior to 0. Well, and because it's unsigned, it has to be 0. What happens is, no, when we are leaving the while loop here, the height of my node is not 0. And even the index, we could say that maybe the index is minus 1, but no, we are printing the index above and the index is 6. So it's some kind of bug which may be related to the flow control. So the GPU is working in a different way than the CPU regarding the flow control. So there may be some kind of optimization that will say that this while loop should be only run once. Yeah, but yeah, I could not find a solution to this problem except for replacing this by a if and then doing a for. So let's say, let's do this. If I do a for each, so I'm not putting any braces because it's something that I just want to be able to remove later on. It's a small fix. But let's see. If I do this, it's the same thing as before. The only difference is I'm limiting my section here to be executed a maximum of 10 times. And if you are looking at the log, here we see it's correct. I'm going inside the loop 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, and then I'm reaching the leaf node that I want. if I change this to 20, so instead of iterating 10 times, I will be iterating 20 times. Then some magic happens and the issue is back. If I tell the compiler to unroll this loop, so basically unrolling means that instead of having a while loop, it will just duplicate this 20 times, something like this, but 20 times. I even have a question about this kind of loop. I will see. Yeah, if I tell the compiler to optimize this for loop by duplicating it, then the issue will be fixed again. Yeah, it's working again. And I want to test something. If I do, well, it's a while true loop, but a bit different. Okay, no, it's not working. Okay, so my fix will be this, and I will put a comment. Okay, I will keep my braces here. Oh no. Okay. Let's have a comment. This for loop should be replaced by a while loop. But some issue. It's really annoying that I cannot find the reason for this bug, because it may happen again in a different way. Yeah, one of my guess is that the bug is related to Mesa. Mesa OpenGL. And more specifically to the software implementation of Vulkan. Maybe I'm not sure about the word. LLVM pipe. Yeah. So inside my VM from VirtualBox, I'm using a software rasterizer, which is this one. And so it's not my graphic card which is executing this code, it's actually my CPU. And there is a good chance that the problem I'm encountering, well, there is a good chance that this problem is related to Mesa, and probably by using my graphic card, the problem would not be there. That's something I need to do. I will leave a to-do for this. But the while loop seems bugged by only iterating once. To do check if the problem is also there on an actual graphic card. I cannot do this to do during the stream because I'm limiting my streams to my Linux virtual machine. So outside of the stream, and that's something I already started to do, but I will try to run my program on Windows. Okay, I will remove my printf because I don't want the debug to be polluting my logs. Normally, yeah, I have it. I have a node really far away. I can try to approach it, but it's quite far away. No. Really far away. So currently I have a to-do which I will replace by the result I got. And I will check that the result is coherent. I'm supposed to have 2 blocks, so there is a first one. So each time it's a triangle. So when I have two triangles, I have a face. So for 1 cube, I need 6 faces. So I should have 6 faces with the coordinate 1. Well, coordinate inferior to 1, and then I got the coordinates with 136 and so on. Oh my bad, I forgot something, yeah. I don't know why, but I was replacing the space with... I was removing a space, so I need the space for the comparison. Okay, my test should be this one. Okay, there are some strange things because yeah, here I got some coordinates on the y and z axis, which are superior to 1, which is weird because I'm supposed to be adding a block only on the x coordinates. So I will try to debug this to understand why. I don't have the expected y and z coordinates. So let's have a look first at my other shader. So it's the shader which is supposed to I have a shader which is supposed to draw all my cubes. So let's see if I'm declaring my structure in the same way. Okay, for the nodes, it seems to be the same. For the leaves, it seems to be the same. Yeah. I need to refactor also. To do, well, to do refactor above. And then the logic is simple, so I don't think that I made a mistake there. Which means it may be an issue with my when I am adding a block. So here I should see yeah. I know. Okay, I found out the problem. Yeah. Because my coordinate here, the x coordinate is 136. And when I'm doing when I am trying to find my leaf nodes, I'm actually modifying this x coordinate. And if we have a look at this, the signature here, I have this kind of modifier. Well, but what it means is that when I am modifying x and y in this function, I'm also doing the modification from the color. So the simplest way to fix this is to also do the same for my function find leaf node. We'll have to fix also all my warnings here. So now it seems to be better because I got the expected 0, 1, and 1 in the x and y. No, in the y and z coordinates. Did the same mistake. I removed the space, but I don't want to. Or maybe I could be doing something. Oh, well. I could be using Vim to instead of clicking with the mouse. Okay, now the coordinate seems okay. That's it. So I will do a review and I will commit everything that I need to. This is adding some debugger information, which we can see there. Just saw something. No? Because generally then when I cannot get a capture, it may be because I'm I may be crashing the test. Yes, if you are looking at my compute shader, I can debug it. And here we have the disassembly. And we also have the source code. Because I have added this this parameter to the decompiler. But the best will be to do this instead of or in addition to this, but for some reason I have some segmentation fault issue. When I try to compile. I have no idea why. But let's see. So for this file, for this add block shader, it's working. And what I managed to see is that my problem comes from where? This one maybe? I will try something. So if I remove this, I will try some things. I will have another problem, but yeah, I will try some things in order to avoid this segmentation fault crash of my compiler. Not sure I can. I'm not sure about the way to declare. Yeah, okay. All of these are, except for this one. Oh no, I know. What I can do is I can comment all of this. Yeah. And with the change, all my change, the error is gone. So that's something I managed to pinpoint already from before. Oh, no. So let's. Okay. I've gone back to where I was. And let's try this time to comment this only. Yeah. So for some reason, the segmentation float that I have comes from this part. And more specifically from this part, because it was working with a different struct. So yeah, it's weird. We'll try to find an issue that may give me an idea of why I got this problem. Maybe a good idea to compile to compile this with some more debug information, because I saw somewhere, if I'm looking for segmentation fault, sometimes they are asking for the stack trace, or maybe I got it because when they say core dumped, it means normally that I got the stack trace somewhere. I'm not sure where I can find it. So let's see if I can find it somewhere. Yeah. Yeah, I don't have. From this, my guess is that I don't have the stack trace information from. I don't have the debug info. That's the kind of stack trace that I would like to get. And to get this stack trace, I have to compile I may have to compile the compiler myself. Input is assigned int. So let's try some things. Maybe it's a problem of having a multiple of 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know. I will try something else to see where does the problem come from. Okay, even like this, it's crashing. So what happens if I do this? Okay, that's weird. What happens if I comment this part here? Yeah. Really strange. Why does the problem come from this? No, it's crashing. If I do 6. That's really weird. Maybe. Okay, I don't know. Maybe there are some characters that I don't see. No, even if I do this, it's crashing. So why? It's really weird the way it's crashing. There is a crash. Okay, I will try to compile the compiler with debug information. If I am lucky, I will be able to do. My bad. I will try to do this. So let's go to redirectory, and I can do this to fetch the PKG build. Then if I have a look at the how it's building release. I don't want to make a release, so currently it's compiling with CMake, so I'm not sure. Well, I can still try. I can change this to debug and hope that it's all I need. Make pkg well, I will try to compile this DirectX shader compiler, and I will see if I can find if I will have a better stack trace, or maybe it will not crash anymore if I don't have well, if for some reason my bug is fixed in the later version of the compiler, that will be good also. In the meantime, I want to check if I am missing something for compiling the debug version. CMake support. Debugging tips. Still compiling, we can see above that my CPU is used at well, at 100%. So and on my side, I can hear my computer working with the noise. Debug Linux. We'll try to find maybe there is an issue. Oh, that's interesting. Maybe the issue is fixed by this merge here. Maybe I can try to disable the support for HLSL 2021. Yeah, I know there is something. There is an option related to this. I just need to see where it is. What I can do also, I could be trying to see which option can improve the compilation in order to pinpoint the issue. Default is 2018 apparently, but I can try to play with this. Okay, the compilation is nearly finished. Okay. We'll remove this. No. To close this. Okay. Let's go to my folder and let's try to do the command manually for the compilation. I do this. Yes, I have a core dump. No. I don't remember all the value for this. The compilation here. Okay. Yeah, I was surprised, but because I already have DirectX shader compiler installed. I was afraid it would start to compile it again, but no. Let's go again here and let's see if I have something different. Indeed, it seems that it's now fixed with a more recent version of the compiler. So yeah. Okay. Then I don't know why it was not working, but apparently it was fixed in a more recent version of the compiler, so that's good. And then, because I changed the compiler, maybe I can have a look at my fix here. If I remove the unroll. No, okay. I still have the same problem. It's normal that I still have a block somewhere because, well, I can do a printf eventually, but it's because it's adding the block at the wrong place. To be sure, I will add the printf here, and I will see. Yeah. Here we see that we are going inside the loop only once, which is not normal. Now that we have the debugging information, we can do some nice things with the render doc. Now I can decide if I want to debug in assembly or if I want to debug in the source. And before it was only possible to debug from the source, which means that I can do I can have a breakpoint here. And then yeah, you can debug easily. The nice thing with render doc is that I can backward execute some things, because why not? But even if render doc is helping me to debug, I guess they have their own interpretation of the shader and the bug that I have. I cannot see it with a render doc. Okay, I will do a review of my commit before I effectively commit it. So I made some improvements to this method in order to make it more readable. So when I am adding a block, I'm checking the root coverage, then I'm finding the leaf node. So, and before it, finding the leaf node was a little more cryptic to understand. Yeah, it's because in order to display this kind of message, which comes from the printf, yeah, I'm doing this kind of filter. I don't want to explain exactly why. For the Docker file, yeah, it's because I tried to reproduce a problem from a Docker container, and yeah, I had the same problem in a Docker container. But I don't want to commit this at the same time. For this one, I want a separate commit also. Okay, so what I managed to do fix while loop word issue, preventing it from running multiple times. Well, it's more it's still a fix, but it's more like a hack. The block shader here, add back debug info when compiling shaders, since there is no more crash with a more recent version of the compiler. And here before I do the commit for this one, I want to check that it's still working. So what I will do is docker build building the container. This step here, well, I was saying it. Yeah, okay. That's what I was afraid. There is the problem that I had is there from the let's see if this one is really the last one. Let's go there. Okay, so apparently the version from August is buggy. So the fix apparently comes from one of these commits here. I know about this. Apparently they changed the default to 2021. Is this? it's not really important. The main problem is that I don't have another release. Maybe the release. No, this one. Oh, maybe this one. But this one is older, so which one should I take? I will try to take this one for. We'll see quickly if it's working or not. Okay, let's try again then. I have the same problem. This one, maybe I can try older version of the compiler. I want to be smarter. This. You know, I still have the same problem, and they did not release a more recent version, so okay. I will add a to-do. To-do update the compiler to a more recent version, since this one crashes when we use the where is it? When we use this argument parameter. I don't need to have this working for now. Update Docker file with the compiler. Okay, next task. Before I go to the next task, I will take care of the warnings that I have and also the to-do. So for the warnings, I can see them. Where is it? Messages? No. I cannot see them here. If I want to see the warnings, I have to maybe... I will try to compile again. It's slow. Ah, yes, I know why. Because I have some files. This one, for example, which is something like 30 megabytes or something like this. Okay. So now I've got all my warnings, which I can get from here. Yeah. I'm not sure of what is the best way to handle this kind of shadowing, because when I was using Java, for example, it was not an issue because well, mostly because you know the IDE is smart enough to tell you. It's still the same. A lot of warnings for the same thing. Okay. Well, so maybe because in this case, it, well, would be the best way. What I want is the maximum, the max C++ max in numeric limits. Yeah, maybe I can do this. In this case, I will have visibility. I don't know. We'll make it a variable which will be the somehow it's the null value. Something like this. I don't know what is the best way to do this. And maybe what I would like is const exp, something like this. If I do this, will I get a warning from this? I don't know. Okay, I got the X and Y. I will rename this to X block. Yeah, block. X, Y block. You use the parameter. So to solve this, I have to see. Yeah. One way to do this was to remove the name of the variable. Yeah, I will do this. I will add maybe used because it's something that I cannot change. I have to respect the signature of this function. So let's try again. I got no warnings, but I'm not sure if there may be some already compiled files which are not giving me any warnings because I'm not trying to compile them again. So that's why I did some cleaning and then I will see. I will see if I still get warnings or not. After I'm done with this, I want to have a look at my to-do. Here. Yeah, it's saying that I have a to-do on this file, but apparently it's I've removed it. So that's one thing I want to take care of. Okay, so I got no more warnings. Fix unused parameter warning. By the way, levels. No, I don't want to commit this. And comparison between unsigned and signed integer. What? Why? See, just amend and include the modification. I don't know why, but it's doing a reformat or rearrange before, well, after the commit, which it is supposed to do it before. Refactor. So let's see if there is expected way of having common files. Header file, I don't know. Secrets. So I don't know if the notion of header exists. I don't know if I can get maybe I can try. Yeah, let's try something. Let's suppose that I can do an include like I saw somewhere. Let's do include shader, no, common they are saying that I should use this extension apparently, so why not? Okay. At least they are saying file not found, which is a good thing. New file command dot HLSL, something like this. Define test. I don't know. Let's be simpler. Oh, I'm really surprised. Seems to be working right away. Really good. Really good, really good. Okay, so let's try right away. We want this, and this inside. It's working. Doing this is not possible in GLSL. GLSL include header. Okay, maybe it's possible, but it's a bit more complex. Because you have NGL has to know about the file, so you first have to import it into a virtual file system, which this one is using a tool to pre-process the file, so convinced that in GLSL it's harder. I was surprised how easy it is to do it in with the HLSL. Okay, I also want this function. Well, actually no. Let's remove the. I only want the implementation. That's all I need for now. From what I saw, it's preferable to do this. Great. That's really great to be able to have this into a separate file. Okay. I was afraid that it would take more time than that, so nice. This file. Refactor command. Command declarations of add block and shader. I should rename this shader to something else because shader does not mean add block is also a shader, while this one is a shader specific to the display of the world. Oh, I have all of this to push. I forgot about this. This one I have to remove. But I would also like to commit this because it's the settings for render doc. So, add render doc settings. To debugging, something like this. If I have an issue with one of my tests, I have this these settings which will execute the Plaxel test executable with a filter, which I can modify depending on the test I'm working on. Okay, next to do. Well, it's done. Maybe there is a better way to do it, but well, it's okay. Okay. Every other to do, it's not something I want to work on now, so let's do the next task. Closed. In progress. We can see on the banner that I've updated the task in progress. Add debug info text display. well, what I want to do, I want to show some text on the on the application, like the frame rate. I would also like to show the name of the test in progress. It could be a nice thing for someone to understand what is running above and what is running below. In order to do this, I will go to some samples. Let's see if I am able to run one of them. Examples. I would like to see which one. Which one is a simple one? Triangle. Triangle example sounds simple enough. What I have to do is I have to select the triangle above. Okay, here I have the progress. I don't remember if I don't remember if I already did some test about executing the samples here. And I see the remote because I have two kinds of projects. Ah yeah, this one is more interesting. Let's stop. I want to stop this one. If I can, where? Here. Okay, I'm stopping, and this one is more official. And more up to date. Would like to see if I can make it work. No, yeah, that's the problem. It's more official, but they are not providing an easy way of I do. Ah yeah, I remember. It's because I have submodules, I guess. Git disk git Vulkan, so the second one. This one is the official repository of Sasha Williams. I had another one which is a clone of this one, but using other things. So what I want to do is git the module. I don't remember the init, maybe fetch status. And how can I fetch? I don't remember. Update list. Okay. I don't know what I did, but seems to be working. Okay. Okay. Apparently they have an assets directory which is probably a big one. Yeah, apparently they have some high definition texture for the example they are using, a bit like I do with this kind of texture. Okay, I was there. Okay, it's down. Yeah, the correct one. Okay. This example is working. Okay, I see that they provide the information about the frame rate in the title here. So that's not what I want. I want a different example. I know they have some example of what I want, but this one, text overlay. I guess that's exactly the one I want. Text overlay here. So this is the example I was looking for. Then we will see how they are doing it, and I will implement it on my own application. What do I need? I guess is that what is really the most important is is in shaders maybe. So overlay. Which one? No. Okay, let's have a look again in the C++ file. I will try to reverse engineer what they do. Add text. Okay. Text overlay. Text overlay. Okay, they do have a class named text overlay. It seems to be quite complex to integrate from. Don't see exactly what is writing the text in itself. Text. Seems to be a really low level to do. See again. Align right. Mm. ouais. Probably I don't need to do something. Well, there are some shortcuts that I may be able to do. Command buffers, okay. Yeah, I guess just to display some text, I will have to spend hours on it. That's why I was wondering if maybe I could be using some higher level. That's a good question. Because now that I know how to display my shaders, maybe I can start thinking about using a higher level renderer, which will do the same thing basically, but with the knowledge I have, I may have a better understanding of regarding the performance if I'm not missing anything. So let's see. Do I still have some notes about the possibility I had? No. This is not too useful anymore. I may have some links which are from somewhere else. So let's see if I can find back the engine I was thinking about. Otherwise, yeah, I can try to find it back. Vulkan game engine low level, something like this. This one is one I had in mind, and I guess they are comparing themselves to another engine. So I will be able to find it from this one. I was pretty sure that they were comparing themselves to another popular engine. I don't know if I will be using a game engine to replace what well, at least a part of what I did, but it may be interesting to see how in which way another engine will be doing the same thing. Because there is one game engine that I want to try, but I cannot find it. Vulkan game engine GitHub. Maybe I can try to search it. Yeah, this one. Okay. No. No, no, no. Maybe the one I'm searching for is not Vulkan specific. Next try. Diligent engine. VS. Oh, I guess it's this one. Here we can see they are comparing themselves to this BGFX. I would like to see again what they were saying about it. Oh, yes. Before I probably read this before, but I did not knew what it really was about, and now that I see it again, it's really more well, I do see what they are talking about now. Even if it turns out that I won't be using Vulkan directly like I did, I now have a knowledge about how it works, which will help me get use the higher level engine in a better way. Okay, BGFX is one of the most successful open source graphics API abstraction library that has been around for years, so why Diligent? The answer that Diligent was designed from scratch to take advantages of the next generation APIs. Better abstractions. Explicit control of resource state transition. Shader resource binding model. Okay, so this may be good, but yeah, I'm not really using descriptor set, so this is well, a mandatory thing, I would say. This also. Yeah, I'm trying to see what they are trying to get at. For now, they are only describing how the GPU works, basically. They are talking about the synchronizations dependencies that the GPU needs to resolve. It's time for my break anyway, so I will be investigating in which way I want to proceed about this task here at debug info text display, because depending on how I want to proceed, it may take it may take more time, at least in the longer term. Because in the short term, I could be going through the safe approach, and I could continue working the way I'm doing by invoking the low-level API of Vulkan. But then each time I need to add a new kind of display, it will be the same problem. I will have to spend some time, well, the same amount of time, almost. It could be interesting to start using a higher level approach. So I will try to see, I have to investigate how much work is needed in order to use a higher level approach. And if the equivalence is okay in terms of performance, I have important needs in term of performance in the future. So I have to check that they using another game engine. I don't want them to force me to work in some way which is not optimal. So I will investigate that, and hopefully next week I will have something ongoing at least. So yeah, that's it for me for today. I will be streaming on Thursday also, but it will be web development. Yeah. So thank you for watching, and goodbye.